How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another commentary track. Tyler here. I did have a movie planned originally, but I just saw the Stranger Things Tales from 85 series dropped on Netflix today, April 23rd, if you're not familiar. So I'm just going to call an audible and react to this series. I'm a big fan of Stranger Things. I liked all the seasons, even the last one that kind of fell apart. Season 4 is really good. Season 3 is probably the best, I would say. Um, this is Tales from 85, so it is taking place oh between like seasons 2 and 3. Yeah, because I think season 1 is 83, 84 time. Season 2 is summer of 84, or I think. Um, Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's just get into it. I'm pretty stoked to check this out. I'm not really anticipating much for it. In order to make sure you're syncing up this commentary track, we are going to be starting with episode 1, chapter 1, Welcome to Hawkins, New Kid. In order to make sure you're syncing up this commentary track with the show, you're going to want to get past the Stranger Things special Netflix logo that they do. Once that logo completely fades to black, press play. But for now, press pause. Okay, Netflix series. It's already looking a little different from the show. This is very reminiscent of the show, though. Starting with a nighttime starry sky and then panning down. There are so many shots like that in the show. And I don't know much about this. I'm going in pretty blind. I think I saw the trailer a few months ago when it came out, but other than that, I have not kept up with this. I saw the art style looked like the Life is Strange kind of video games. So if you're a fan of that cartoony, like comic book kind of style, I kind of am. I dig these animated features and how they're getting a lot more style. Classic Stranger Things, you got to start with the monster, little monster spook. This dude with the flamethrower is Dunzo. Makes me wonder though, because I think this TV show is like a kids show. It's like a PG rated series, while the show kind of leaned more into not R, but a little bit more like that PG-13, where it's a little bit more violent, a little scary. People are able to swear. I don't anticipate the Stranger Things kids saying shit or damn it or their usual shtick. Oh shit, he killed it. Now it's like spreading pollen. What the fuck? What the fuck? Since when do they do this? Ooh, new intro. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, I kind of I vibe with this. Okay, I can get down with that. Short, sweet, little bit of a remix on the original theme. They're still doing the classic. Oh man, they're hitting all the hallmarks. I like this. It feels like you're watching an animated version of the show right now. Wow, this animation looks really good. Okay, so based on the series by the Duffer Brothers, did they have anything to do with this? It was my understanding that when the main show ended, they were pretty much done with Stranger Things, but then everyone knew like just because you're done doesn't mean Netflix is done. They're gonna bleed this sucker dry. Okay, so executive produced Duffer Brothers. I had a feeling they might produce it at least, just because why not? It's part of their it is their thing. All right, so we got the soundtrack already kicking off. Here's Max. Okay, so it is between 2 and 3. I know it's not the kids doing the voices, but these aren't bad. It sounds. This is very reminiscent of like what these kids sounded like in the earlier seasons. Because by season 4 and 5, they were like out of high school age, but still playing high schoolers. But yeah, these sound like kids. I like it. Yeah, they did a good job. Because it's clearly not them, but it's close enough. They're trying. They're trying to get the flow of a Stranger Things episode. They made Jonathan way different. He's the one that sounds the most different. Yeah, she's still living in the cabin with Hopper. Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, it is between 2 and 3. She is hiding in all of season 2. I was curious if she was still in hiding right now. These also don't sound too. These feel like completely different characters. Hopper's very different sounding. 11 is almost like unrecognizable the way she sounds. They're not really leaning into her. She's always in the show. She always seems like confused and lost. Even when she's talking, she seems like confused about what she's saying. The banter and the jokes are not landing so far. Okay, yeah, so they can't cuss. So I feel like in the show you would just be like, "Ah, oh, shit." Bullies we've never heard of or seen. I'm curious. I know I was saying earlier it's a kid show. Can they kill off characters? Because like, if they introduce anyone in this show specifically that isn't in the rest of the series, does that mean that they're like up for death? Can they die in this kid show? Like these two bullies, we don't really see them ever in the show. Do they die? Oh, he tripped on a spooky. Oh yeah, is this kid done? I want to see a death in this kid show, man. Oh, oh shit! Oh my god, it's like Evil Dead. What the fuck? What the fuck? This guy is getting dragged into the snow? That's gnarly. Okay, yeah, so that answers my question. Any new characters we've never seen before? It's because they're dead. Wow. That's a step too far. Like, I know that they were bullies and chasing you, but come on. Chucking their bikes into the little sewers like that? I wonder if he's not dead and he got like brain controlled, if he's been zombified by the upside down. Because that's why I liked season 3 a lot. It had like that Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of vibe where everyone in town started getting like turned into upside down creatures essentially. Okay, yeah, so 2 deaths there, and that's why the bullies aren't around. That's so funny. I was like, surely these kids must die because I've never seen them before. Spring break. What month are they in right now? Oh, it said at the beginning. Was it January? The guy they got playing Lucas is pretty good. That feels like something Lucas would do and say. He was always a little butthurt about Mike and Elle hanging out. Oh yeah, Sam Goody. Okay, that's right. I was like, what the fuck is Sam Goody? That sounds so familiar. It was the old music stores that became like, what did they become? FYE. Was that Will? Damn kids, get out of the fucking way! I'm gonna kill you. So far, the soundtrack has been good, but these are all songs I associate with late 80s for some reason. Like years after 84, I would assume the Go Go's came out. I don't know why, but this feels like an 87 to 89 kind of hit. So far, I'm not super invested. They're treating this like an actual. Oh, Will, you fucking goober. Who are these? Who's this? What the fuck? What era did they pick this girl out of? The 90s or the 2020s? How many chicks in 84 were looking like this? I wonder if those were supposed to be what's his name? Steve's. I wonder if those were Steve's friends from season 1. Who is this person? And again, have we never seen them in other seasons because they die? Okay, I was curious. I didn't want to misgender them. It is a she. Holy shit! I've been in. This is exactly what my science room looked like in high school. Oh, Clark's leaving. Clark was one of my favorite characters in the show. This is Mr. Clark, right? Their science. This is got yeah. This is got to be their science teacher. Okay, yeah, yeah. Because that does not look like Mr. Clark at fucking all. That looks like a railroad tycoon from the 1920s, not Mr. Clark. What the hell are they doing with that character model? Huh. I wonder whose voice this is. It sounds familiar. I guess it shouldn't doesn't sound familiar. It just sounds distinctive. Like whoever they got is a specific voice, and if I saw the face, it would click. Oh, fun! A little D&D campaign in the snow. That would be super fun. Like while a snowstorm was going on, doing a an ice themed D&D campaign. Some of those are like tokens, I think. Oh yeah, before the bullies kind of interrupted that scene in the lockers, I was saying I'm curious, or I just don't vibe with the pacing so far. I think each episode is about 30 minutes, and they're treating them like full hour long Stranger Thing episodes. So this is like the slow build. This feels like a show episode, but it's almost over, and nothing's really happened. We've seen glimpses of the threat. We're getting the vibe of the whole kids, but nothing's really happened so far this episode. So far, it's good though. I mean, I'm not complaining. I dig the vibe of the kids together. The animation isn't bad. Voices aren't terrible. $5. There's like they should be asking for more money. That's like $1 per person. Yeah. Why are they? Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't just be using your powers. This is strange though. I mean, in the show, he had a legit reason for her not for him, or he had a legit reason for her not using her powers. Like he didn't want her to use her powers all the time because he felt like they were a danger to her. They were worried the connection to the upside down and the mind flayer would be bad. But now he doesn't want her using her powers because Hopper threatened to kill him. So what's the problem? Is he gonna was he gonna plow the driveway? I thought like the snowplows generally just do the roads. The kids can do the sidewalks and driveways. What the? This guy deserves it. Why was he threatening kids? Whoa, it's like Jaws. Reference in the Jaws poster in his bedroom earlier, Will's bedroom. So yeah, this guy's got to die, right? This is cool that they're actually killing characters off in the show. I was worried there wouldn't be any stakes. This is awesome. It's like Tremors, dude. Oh, fuck. Whoa, this is cool. And they're able to actually do this. If they were to try to get away with this on the show, no fucking way. Maybe go a little bit faster. If you're gonna try to hit the brakes, you need to go faster. Faster. Let's see that nose bleed. Yeah, hell yeah. Woo, she's doing it. 11's using her powers. Woo. Oh, this is awesome. I love Tremors, and so like creatures under the ground like this. Oh no, Dustin! Clearly he won't die because oh, that was funny. That was a good. Okay, the show's picking up. Now that stuff is happening, I'm really getting into it. That classic Stranger Things soundtrack kicking in right there. This is cool. Yeah, this is awesome. 11's using her powers. People are in danger. There's some weird, freaky monster. I'm invested. I'm ready to continue watching the show. Literally, if the last 2 minutes hadn't happened, I would not. I don't know if I would be invested to watch the rest. Yeah, this. Yeah, cool. So this is post closing the mind flayer. Hold the phone. Why are they surprised in season 3 then? What is going on in this season that makes them think that in the next season, season 3, now it's good. Now we are good. Now there's no mind flare. Now there's no upside down. Oh man, this is what's the problem with prequels is you run into these issues of but characters don't reference this in the rest of the series, so I guess we'll see. 'Cause yeah, prequels can be fun because you can explore things that are set up in past seasons. So, like in seasons 3, 4, and 5, you can start introducing small things here. But if they fully introduce something into the show, it kind of has to be non existent after the show, or else it would exist in the rest of the Stranger Things universe. So I'm curious about the new kid, Nikki. I remember seeing her in a lot of the gang footage of the trailer. So she either dies or she has to move away by the end of the series. She's not sticking around. This is okay. This is a funny bit. Him covered in Slim Jims. Yeah, this is cool. They're hitting on the touchstones of the show. This is reminiscent of Dustin and Steve tracking down D'Artagnan with the trail of meat, like using meat to lure a monster into a trap. they're getting some of the hallmarks in. The music has been good. It's feeling like a Stranger Things show so far. Oh, new kid. Did they move here from California? Why are they a skate punk? Oh, the pizza is gonna draw in a monster. They gotta go rescue the new kid. For being 30 minutes, this is moving pretty fast. I thought we were halfway over when they were at the school, but that might have only been like 10 minutes. I keep saying high school. They're in middle school right now. How many times do they have to fight demogorgons and creatures from the upside down with they fight them with nothing and always get their ass kicked? What are they anticipating to do with a hockey stick and a net? I have a feeling I'm gonna not like this character, but we'll see. So far, pretty low on my likability. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess that was the first episode. It very Stranger Things esque. It just ends on like a little bit of a cliffhanger, expecting you to just kind of binge right into the next episode. Uh, okay, yeah. So far, my thoughts are it's okay. It feels like Stranger Things, but different enough. It has a different kind of tone to it while still trying to keep. I don't know. It's one episode in. I'm still picking up on vibes. I think we should just get right into the second episode on the same track just because that was only like 30 minutes long. So, in order to sync up chapter 2, Bad Harvest, you're going to same deal, get past the Netflix logo. Once that passes, it should cut to black. Most people are just getting to the next episode anyway automatically. So once that happens, press pause. Um, for now, on the commentary track, press pause until you get it all synced up. And once you do, press play. All right, episode 2. Let's get into it. Yep, very Stranger Things esque, kind of just right back into the scene. Makes you wonder why they don't edit these a little bit differently, but it's the whoa, nice net throw, Max. Yeah, Will, you're actually doing something this season. Oh fuck. I don't know what they anticipate to do. That thing is fucking huge. It's very insectoid. This is very different from other upside down creatures. It looks more alien than other dimension. Because like Demogorgons and Demodogs look alien-ish, but they're just like beings from another dimension. I could buy that. This looks like a creature from an alien planet. Which I guess if you're caught up with Stranger Things is kind of what is it got so confusing at the last chunk of season 5, man, where the whoa, there's a person in there. What the fuck? Hold the phone. There was a person in that thing. Um but yeah, season 5, it's revealed that the upside down is a bridge between Earth and another like planet in another dimension. I don't really know. It doesn't really explain it. If I think it's another planet, like a fully another planet in like another universe. I don't know, man. And so that's why it has weird alien creatures. Who the fuck is this now? Is this the first bully that went under? Oh, he got Thanos snapped. What the fuck? Is he is he gonna be zombied? I wouldn't let that guy just run away, guys. And this is pretty classic, like screenwriter 101. You introduce a you have a character that is new to the situation. That way, everything can be explained to them. So, like a new show like this, right? You can't you can't expect everyone watching this has watched Stranger Things. You kind of have to go in making it with the anticipation. Maybe this is the first thing anyone's ever seen. So now Nikki is the conduit for those audience members. She is brand new, and now the characters can introduce 11, what her powers are, what the upside down is. So if you don't know from the previous seasons, you're getting a little bit of a catch up. But pretty lame for people who have gone through this 5 times now with every season and somebody new getting introduced to the upside down and having things explained. Season 2, it's Max. Season 3, it's Robin and Lucas's sister. Season 4, it's Eddie. Season 5, I don't really think anyone gets. Maybe just the whole town is getting introduced to the idea of the upside down and weird shit going on, right? The kids, all the little kids get introduced to what's going on. So yeah, there's always a character that has to be around for you to be introduced to what the upside down is and what 11 and her powers are. And it's frustrating because this is the 6th time we've seen this now. Oh, interesting. The corrupted pumpkin fields from season 2 never got dealt with? Or is this a new thing? Like a new pumpkin patch getting. Huh, whatever. Episode 2, let's get to it. Let's get into it. Hell yeah. So yeah, I'm curious if these are the same pumpkins from season 2 that are getting all corrupted by the underground tunnels and like the upside down spreading that way. I guess we'll find out. Back to the Hawkins lab, baby. Everyone's favorite part of the series where they got to do 11 flashbacks and show her struggling with her powers and Papa and oy vey. I think this is going to be the problem with this episode. The first episode's problem at the beginning was it was paced like an hour-long show, so you're wasting a lot of time seeing the kids get doing their day-to-day thing, meet up, go to school, all that stuff. You're getting a lot of that set up, and we don't need it. Like everyone at this point is familiar with these characters. We are familiar with the show. Let's just get into it. It should have started with like the last 10 minutes of the first episode. Now we're getting back into the Hawkins lab. We got to go back to Hawkins or the lab. We got to see what's going on with the upside down. We got to see. all this stuff. We're probably going to see a flashback to Bald 11 and Papa in the series. And we don't need it. At this point, it has been done so many times. I'm over it. Okay, yeah, so this is interesting. It's not the gate being open. It is like a pollen spore kind of, it's spreading that way through like air, not in the later seasons. It's all the Mind Flayer, which is all Vecna kind of pulling the strings. Oh. Whoa, okay, interesting. Oh, weird that it's like low frame rate, like storybooky, like you're seeing pages in a kid's book. That was weird. But there you go. You got a flashback to season 2. Okay, so yeah, after this, we go into season 3. The Mind Flayer is still around, but they do know for a fact, like, hey, we closed the gate. So this kind of adds some more credence to that. But at the same time, stuff has happened with the gate closed. So the Hicks, the Hicks, they're the Hicks. Damn, what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is taking place between 2 and 3. The fact that this is happening and the gate is closed should add worry in season 3, but that isn't there, right? So they are super confused, like, oh man, how is all this weird shit happening if the gate is closed? What's going on? Like, they just experienced this 6 months prior. And okay, and again, they are a cool thing that they are the HIC, but where is this in the rest of the show? There's no HIC in seasons 4 or 5, but it feels like that season has it, right? Especially season 5. It has everyone. I love season 5 so much. It has like a Red Dawn kind of vibe. No way. Her mom is the substitute teacher? Weird. I guess that makes sense. The she got she's new in town because her mom is taking up a teaching job, I guess, but that's not really how substitute teaching works. Usually it's just a sub in town. Um okay, yeah, so season 5 had that Red Dawn vibe, right? Everyone Robin's working at the radio station. They're doing like the little code messages to figure out where convoys are going. That's like HIC right there, but they don't call themselves that ever. I think that's what this show is going to miss. The one thing I love about the Stranger Things TV show is every season has a different 80s vibe. So, like, Season one, very clearly ET vibes, little just very Spielberg inspired, right? It's got all that kind of hallmarks of a Spielberg story. Season two is a little bit more of a weird body possession story where Will is possessed by the mind flayer, and they literally do like an exorcism at the end of that season to burn the smoke monster out of his body. And then season three kind of has that, like I said earlier in episode one, like an invasion of the body snatchers, body horror, gross blob stuff. It's all got that kind of a vibe. Season four is straight up Nightmare on Elm Street. People are having like bad dreams, bad nightmares, weird psychological visions. The Vecna's father is literally played by Freddy Krueger in that season. And then season five is that full Red Dawn vibe where they are way more militarized. They get to do like these cool missions against the army, which is very fun. Everyone is working together in really cool like mission stuff. So like in season five, they get Mr. Clark involved, and it rocks. I love that part of the season where him and oh damn, what's Lucas's sister's name? Anyway, her character, they're like working together and doing cool spy shit. I love that part of the season. This I don't think is gonna have any vibe like that. I don't think it's gonna take any inspiration from anything other than Stranger Things. Which is a bummer. The reason why I love the show so much is because it has 80s vibes of movies and TV shows and things that you liked in the 80s. This is just taking vibes of Stranger Things. So it's almost like a parody of itself right now. Maybe this is why they don't do the HIC in the future is it's not taken seriously. Cuz why would it? But also townspeople in the future in a couple years from now aren't curious like, "Hey, what's up with this kids investigators club when everything weird keeps happening? Like are these kids let's check on these kids, make sure nothing weird is going on." Okay, what makes them investigate this one? Because they're clearly going to investigate the pumpkin patch. Why? Do you want to throw her a bone and just go investigate this pumpkin patch? I don't know. And then it just so happens to actually be real. I don't know why. I guess if yeah, if they actually got tips, you might as well check them out just to see. That's the whole point of having it, even if they are false leads or people messing with them. I was just curious how they would justify investigating this pumpkin patch right now if, when it clearly is just like, are people just messing with us with these? Is he wearing a Sasquatch Valley? And he's looking for Sloth Man right now? Come on. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, what happened to this kid? Something happened to him. He got like, did he get turned like a Will in season two? or everyone else in season 3. Why was his point of view flashback um upside down visioned? I think this guy's upside down. I think this is a he's been zombified by the spores maybe. I'm curious what the threat is going to be. I'm going to be a little bummed if it's just more alien creatures. I kind of want more. That's why I liked season 3, 4, 3 and 4 especially. 3 and 4 are great because the threat is not demogorgons. It's this crazy mind flayer and what he's doing to actual people in the real world. It's really cool. I'm curious, is this the same bully from season 1? The two that pick on Will and the guy's so bad that like they make Will jump off a cliff? Does anybody remember that from season 1? 11 makes one of them pee his pants. Is that Charlie? Ah, yeah, as a candy apple, a winter time snack. That's more of a fall time Halloween kind of candy treat, right? I feel like the outside would be frozen solid. You would rip teeth out. What the fuck? Hey, dude, that's awesome. A girlfriend that can help you win carnival games, that rocks. Ugh, I don't like this character. What is her deal? You are wearing two collars for some reason. You look like a fuck like a detective from an apocalypse wasteland. I'm I I'm gonna make the I gotta make the joke. Don't don't hate me or cancel me for making this joke. It is a joke. No wonder Will's fucking gay if he's hanging out with this chick all the time. If I hung out with her, I'd be turned off from women for a little bit too. She's very unpleasant. She has three collars. What the goddamn is going on with her outfit? I just saw she's got the flannel with a t-shirt over a flannel. Who does that? And then she has a like denim sherp sherpa lined jacket. Whoa, look at that carny. He looks like a Batman villain for the Joker. What the hell? So she's got the denim jacket with the collar, and then she has another workman's jacket over that with another big collar. I love that they gave Lucas his like iconic outfit. The I think this is the same pumpkin patch, right? Because that kid, that's what the kid looked like when he like this kid hasn't changed since season 2. He's wearing that outfit when he's play shooting at Hopper, and Hopper almost fucking guns him down. But that was during Halloween. That's why he was dressed up as a cowboy. Now this kid is just dressed up like a cowboy all the time, I guess. Huh, not strange or nothing. Just some goo on the walls. So yeah, this is the same pumpkin patch, right? Where's the big hole that Hopper digs to get into the Well, oh, I thought that was gonna be a monster already. These moments don't really hit. They're trying to like have the charisma of the show, but the charisma of the show works because those these actors are good. Oh shit! It's an actual monster. What are the odds of her picking up the monster pumpkin? Whoa! It's Pumpkinhead. Okay, I can get down with this song. Oh shit! Oh, there we go. Pause it for a second. Sorry. My sync's gonna be a little off. I accidentally hit the pause for a second. Fuck. But yeah, this was cool. I feel like season 4 was the first use of like a metal song, right? Was Metallica Master of Puppets, was that the first time like a metal song, metal rock song had been in the show? I like it that it's not all 80s pop hits. 'Cause yeah, it's either 80s pop or bands like The Clash or Joy Division. Bam, 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 bam. Cool, but I would be talking about this forever, and they never mentioned this. They never mentioned this in other seasons. Like, hey guys, remember that time we ran over a bunch of monster pumpkins? Yeah, those pumpkins were ruined already. What? What? What the fuck? He took those nasty diseased pumpkins to be made into pies? Yeah, I'm not really picking up any 80 movie vibes from this. What? I'm trying to think like what has like it's more like a poison. This is like a poison ivy kind of villain with vines and infecting crops and stuff. Weird. What? Is he gonna tell anyone that his crops were absolutely rotten? Am I crazy? The first time we saw him in the show, they looked like they were leftovers from the season 2 incident, which was in and of, which was weird by itself because you would imagine that the Hawkins lab would clear out all of those diseased pumpkins that were tied to the upside down, but yeah, Rosario, who the fuck are you? You're not in any season before in prior. Ew, something got into her. So they're kind of just doing they're maybe combining 2 and 3 with it being like a body horror kind of thing going into these people with through like an invasion of the body snatchers kind of thing, but it also ew, it kind of like fucks them up like season 2. It turns them into a mind flare zombie. Like, well, yeah, what is going on with this threat? Well, she's not in future seasons, so my guess is we won't be seeing. She's not going to make it. Oh, what the? That is terrifying, dude. That is a cool, scary visual. Would have been better. Oh, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I feel like that, yeah, that's going to be the end. Oh, man. This was a bad episode. I didn't like this episode as much. First episode had a bit of a fun vibe with like them doing the snow, and then they got attacked by the snow shark, is what he's calling it. Is it supposed to be like a Jaws reference with like a Jaws vibe this season with stuff being underground? No, because now we've already moved to it being a crop thing, and there's this weird creature in the woods. Cool visual of her hanging there, tied to it like Vecna, but would have looked better in live action, I think. I don't know. So far, I'm not loving the show. Animation isn't wowing me as much. You can do a lot of cool things with this kind of animation style, like the Into the Spider Verse movies have been doing, but they're not really doing anything that cool with it. Craziest thing so far has been the way people get attacked is a little bit more violent. Usually, you don't get to see people getting dragged around by a demogorgon or anything. They're just kind of getting scratched up or thrown around a room on wires. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna call it for this episode here. We'll kind of do like going forward, maybe 2 episodes per track, just to kind of bunch them up into little nice hour-long things. If you like this one, hopefully you'll continue on with the rest of the show. I'm already invested with 2 episodes. I guess I'm gonna go forward and just watch the rest at some point. Maybe I'll probably just binge them all right now, see what goes on. If you like this episode, I guess I'll see you in episode 3 and 4. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you in the next batch of episodes. Episode 3. What's the title of the next episode? Episode 3, Evolution. The what the teacher was talking about. I have a feeling the teacher is going to be a big component in this season. Same with Nikki. And yeah, maybe they just move after this point, and that's why they're not really involved in the rest of the show. I guess we'll see. Have a good rest of your day, y'all. We'll see you in the rest of the show. Bye.